Live, dude. What up?
What's up, man? How you doing?
It just always
Brian Trainer, jaying up early.
immediately in here. Dude must have subscribed.
Appreciate the subscribe, dude.
How's it going, man?
Going good, dude.
Good.
Going good. How about yourself? How you been?
Yeah, I've been good, man. Been good. Got a little bit of sun today. It felt really good, be outside, get some fresh air. Um, Always the typical, some lower extremity and my legs is still kind of sore.
Did you go to that Luke Combs concert that was in town?
No, I tried to go. One of my buddies invited me, but I couldn't go because like one of my other buddies didn't get invited. So I was like,
It's awkward.
yeah, it was weird because like one of my buddies really wanted to go.
Yeah.
But you actually were the guy I was referring to. I couldn't
Crazy
go.
Louie joined up. Adam, what's up, man? Happy Father's Day to you, dude.
Yeah. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there that join in for the Nobo podcast.
We salute you.
Yeah.
I'm a dad. I mean, you're a dad technically, if you count dogs.
Yeah. Well, yeah, if you're gonna go that route, I technically, I look at you like my father, man. Thanks.
Yeah, just
like,
one of your many fathers.
Yeah,
I feel like you have a lot of fathers. You want to dig into that? Talk about that?
Yeah, we could talk about it. I feel like a lot of people, I just have a lot of mentors, we'll call it. And a lot of people, help answer some of my life questions. I'm a talker. I like to go, be around people and get, be close with them. And if fatherhood is what they're looking for, I'll be the son.
That's good, man.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a good thing. It's not like that. There's already people out there that are like, oh, it's cringe. Any cringers out there?
Fuck that you. Use the word cringe or like actually cringing right now?
Yeah, people that are actually cringing, people that are cringers, as Jason Kelsey would say, fuck you.
Fucking birds, dude. I'm excited. If anyone hasn't seen the Kelsey documentary,
get you hyped up.
Any Eagles fans, you should definitely watch it. I feel like anyone else who's not an Eagles fan wouldn't understand it.
No, they probably would hate it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Or they would say it's shit, or it's literally a documentary. It's cool because you get to follow around. Anybody who appreciates movies, I think, would enjoy it too.
Documentaries.
Yeah, documentaries. Because it just goes through the life and shows you what it's like to be in the life of an NFL player in a very chill way, like a family man. He's in the yard playing with his kid with like fucking acupuncture needles in his foot.
Fucking Nate World joined up. Nate, man. What up, dude?
This guy.
Haven't seen you on the pod in a while.
He used to banter with us way back in the day, like the original podcasts. Come at our neck for different things.
I feel like he's like hybrid carnivore, but more carnivore side.
Yeah, I want to show the chat a couple things.
I heard he was using tallow for something, but now I forget what it was for.
For lotion?
No, I don't think he's quite there yet, but getting closer towards it.
Okay, still on like the olive oil, avocado oil train, or you're talking like cosmetics.
Cosmetics.
Oh shit. Okay. Pretty dope.
Nate, chime in if that's true or false.
Yeah. I was thinking earlier, and this will lead into more of the carnivore topic. What's a hidden talent you have? I don't know if we've talked about this. What's something that you would say is a talent of yours that you like to write home about?
I don't think I have one.
You definitely
like one of those icebreaker questions that like I failed to answer. Hidden talent? What would I normally say?
I mean, just like what's something you would brag about yourself?
Can't juggle.
Who the fuck wants to brag about juggling?
Although I think there was a point in time when I was pretty fucking close and I should have just kept practicing.
Yeah,
can you juggle? No, you can't juggle.
No, I can't juggle. One of the like attention span, like I just lose. I just lose myself. I was just reading a DM from somebody. It looks like Jose from the Noble podcast was shooting us a message.
Is he getting in here?
Me. I have no idea.
But that's what you mean, talents like that. Like you wouldn't know I'm a juggler. I don't advertise, but it could be something I could do.
Yeah, but okay. So
hidden talents. I guess I play guitar.
Maybe it's not hidden. Yeah, like things that you are proud of, or just things that you're good at that other people are like, oh yeah, I'm going to Matt for this.
Well, based on previous conversations, I have a lot of self-deprecation, so I don't know who would be. I would be proud of anything that I do. But yeah, I play guitar, music.
You're not like, what about your construction stuff? Like, you're always down to help somebody. You don't care if like, well, me and you built it. We've talked about this before. It usually takes, 3 or 4 good tries, but on the 4th try, it's usually a done pretty damn good job. But before that, there's usually some bigger issues that happen.
Yeah. Erica, welcome. Yeah. How's your day today? Trying to be a little bit more like,
with the
all
chat.
Out the chat, yeah, get the chat, a little bit. We're trying to engage chat a little bit more. So I figure at least introing them into the.
That's a good idea. We could start to make characters out of everybody that joins in.
Yeah.
I don't even. Does it show you everybody that joins in, or does it only show us a few?
Only shows us IG.
Okay, so far you've only talked to 3 people. Adam.
I also want to say nobody said hi back. Adam just said thanks.
That's true.
Right,
we got a wave in the chat. If you're out in the chat, throw us an emoji. Your favorite emoji, your go-to emoji.
Well, since you love yourself, what hidden talents do you got? Let's see.
I'm sure you got 5. Thanks.
Thanks for well, the reason longboarding in there.
No, I don't think I'm good at that.
I don't think you've ever actually longboarded yet, have you?
Yeah, no. But I'm really proud of this, and I don't think I'm great at it. I just think, I want you to tell the chat, how good was dinner last night?
Dinner was fucking bomb. It was a 9.9 out of 10 stars. He had a meltdown in Whole Foods because they were charging for a grass-fed filet mignon $40 a pound.
Let's rewind a little bit. The breakdown started Friday night in the cocktail mix.
A lot of pressure. We had some friends over. We were gonna do some cocktail making. There's a big comp that Luke is doing for cocktails.
Did it start? Yeah, it's coming up.
It's just like a trial run. One of the competitors he was facing on was there.
Head to head.
We're not chat. You can help us out too on how to run this competition. I've got some ideas. Part of me wants to do it Iron Chef, where it's like, here's the ingredients. Others kind of want it to be more like free, of like, bring your best drink and bring it to the table and see if it holds the test of time. But yeah, anyway, we had friends over. Trying to make some drinks. Luke just crumbled under the pressure.
But tell the people a little bit. Usually
he was up against a painkiller, which seemed like a pretty easy drink to beat.
I think in the most part, let me defend myself here. For the most part, I like to say I'm a creator in the kitchen, a
culinary expert.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Because I feel like it's not just food.
Yeah, I'll try to make something. Like I tried to make Kendall a cappuccino yesterday, so called an Aussie cap. I put some espresso in there, cocoa powder on top, steamed up some milk with a dabble of vanilla in there, gave it to her. I thought it was bomb. She didn't like it, right, Ken? But yeah, so anyway, go ahead, continue your story.
Wednesday.
So I'm falling under.
I'm going. Friday.
I crashed.
So we're making drinks. I joined forces with one of the competitors I can see is like really on a groove. And so we make this bomb. Like, we start with some Earl Grey tea. I fucking am like an alchemist. So
this is after dinner, chat. So this was a competition for the after dinner beverage. Let's start there.
Yeah.
Give the group some context.
So I craftily extracted this lavender from pure lavender outside my garden, boiled it down, simmered it, created this extract that she used for our drink. It was like an Earl Grey tea with gin, I think. I don't know what she put in some kind of alcohol. It dominated the ranks. And then Luke and his partner over there, Sergeant Barry, created a espresso-based drink. Right? Why don't you tell them about your drink?
Yeah, we were envisioning. I want to paint a picture here for you guys. So we just had dinner. We had some biscuits that Trill made, house made biscuits with ancient grains. That's a really important key piece to note. Some grilled steak. We had some apps, and so on. A bunch of, a little bit heavier, rich food. So, not as rich food. I'm sorry, it wasn't super rich, but very meaty. So we were trying to tailor something with a little bit of a burn to cleanse out the esophagus, and we went with a espresso. So we steamed up some milk, very fine micro bubbles espresso, bourbon vanilla extract. And then there was a couple other secret hidden ingredients. And then we whipped up this nice hot drink with some smoked bourbon, but it tasted good, but it was like a one and done thing. Like after you drink that, you're done.
I thought it was a drink more for Vince. He can handle the caffeine that late. Yeah. Definitely was like a little bit earthier.
Yeah, it just the under pressure I caved. I feel like I could have done a much better job thinking back on it.
You said you came up with like 5 different drinks later that night.
Later that night, like I was like, oh, there was pineapple there. I could have done this thing, could have done that thing, and so on. But I caved under pressure is moral of the story. So I think this is one of my talents. I'm a creator. So fast forward to last night's dinner. Me and Matt in Whole Foods, $40 for a non-grass-fed, fucking some bullshit, like pasture-raised Whole Foods grade style filet mignon for $40 a pound.
But he did have a vision going in there. The vision was tartare. We're gonna do a tartare.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, that's just raw beef.
Yeah, like we were going to go filet because we were going to cube it up super small with our hand, Japanese knife style. It failed. We fell apart immediate. So I think we pulled it together pretty damn good.
Yeah. I didn't do anything besides taste the one. He was going with a different kind of, oh shit, I thought that was a guest. Yeah, look at that. You got the dish already up.
Yeah, so I was pretty proud of this, but it is...
Now the spaghetti squash pasta was genius, fucking genius.
I don't want anybody. This is a patent recipe right now for me. I patented it this morning, but it's just flank steak, beef tartare with fresh anchovies, lemon, ACV. We were trying to follow a recipe at first and it failed. We just threw it away. We tasted it and trashed it. And this is where the visionary came in. I just started putting stuff in the bowl. We put some egg yolk in there. Boom. The squash, though, money. Like fucking money.
The squash was the best part. I like the tartare, though. I had that for breakfast and lunch today.
Nice, dude. A lot of raw beef for you. Yeah, the spaghetti squash was literally just spaghetti with, like, I just blistered these cherry tomatoes, heirloom cherry tomatoes, some Parm cheese. You mix it in, and you make the sauce right there.
Adam, are you still in the chat? You were going to be a culinary, like, you were going to go to school for culinary. Have you whipped up anything lately? You and Adam used to go head-to-head ever?
I don't think we ever went head-to-head.
More collaborative?
Yeah. I don't even know if we ever did collabs. We were, like, different generations growing up. Yeah. Like, by the time I started doing things as an adult, Adam was off and living his life. He might have even been married at that point.
Yeah, probably.
By the time I was like even adulting.
So if we're having an icebreaker at work, you're saying I'm a culinary master.
Yeah, I don't know. I got to figure it out, like what the right word is. But that's something if somebody said you got to bring what's your party trick? I feel like I could bartend, give me a bunch of different things and I'll make some sort of drink and I'll just, try to make a competition out of it with some folks. Or if somebody said we need dinner, I'll come up with something for dinner.
Adam said they did clams, spaghetti, as well as shrimp on the grill.
Oh, shit. Was Adam by himself for Father's Day? He's away,
Adam,
right?
Were you by yourself? Maybe.
Yeah, I think he might have been.
I'm sure Josh is there.
Yeah, you're probably right. Josh is on summer vacay too, right?
Yeah.
He gets summers off. He said he was alone.
Damn. No Josh.
Yeah.
Do you feel like people who do chemistry should be good at cooking?
I feel like the opposite. I feel like they're probably pretty bad.
Really? They think.
Yeah. Why do you think they should be good?
Josh has a GF, so he's busy. Whoa, Adam, breaking news. Holy shit, family drama. You just dropped that in Instagram chat.
Is how they roll.
GF.
Should we okay, Josh. Chat, I just got like really dark over here. Why? My camera not working?
Well, that's big
Um,
news. We didn't know that.
yeah, but yeah, that would be my party trick. You're bringing like,
I'm bringing the guitar and we'll do
or
Kumbaya while you whip something up over the
yeah,
fire.
I think that's a good idea. I think that's also Adam's out here, so he can. I feel like we've asked him this question too before, but the Lombardis are pyros. We
Yeah.
couple weeks ago, we took a drill bit, Adam, and we just drilled several different holes into a log and poured olive oil all over it and fucking lit it on fire.
And chat, don't forget it's a live show. Drop some of your hidden talents over there in the chat or call in and tell us them. What are your hidden talents? We're dying to know.
Yeah.
You got the musician and chef here.
Yeah. That's what I would bring. So if anybody invited me to a party, I'd probably do something similar. I might try to cook. I might be part of the cocktail hour, whatever you need me to do.
You like to do it live though. You're not one to prepare and like bring a basket of fucking food you're gonna whip up.
Yeah, I'd rather do it in person.
Yeah,
With the people, get the people involved.
The lavender extract came in because we needed lavender and we didn't have it, like lavender syrup. Had to whip something together.
That was your favorite party trick you've done? You went over there, you modeled it, made it good.
What are your thoughts, Adam? He says that he met her at Hunter's graduation party.
The GF?
Yeah, the new GF.
Hey, do you think he's
met cousin Josh yet? But
nah, we can make him a character on here. I feel like we've talked about him or something. Maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, what else did you do today, dude? We did a lot of shit today for the old Father's Day. We took you out on the bike ride.
Yep.
Yeah. We took Ken out for her first downhill experience. It was good. She did good. You know, it took us usually like 40 minutes longer than typical. but was a pretty good effort to put in.
Yeah. I think we'll take our significant others just on the pavement, just do downhills over and over again on pavement until they can do it without holding the brakes.
Is Trill getting a mountain bike?
No, but she can't even go down a hill on her road bike without holding the brake.
I feel like that's a good topic we could dig into. Get the chat really fucking fired up.
What's that?
Just like, take? I don't know if it's a hot take. Maybe. I mean, it depends on our opinions, but like significant others and hobbies. Like, should they mesh? Should you do them together? Like, should you have Trill mountain bike with you? Should you force her into it? Or like even the same thing, like if you tried to help Trill mountain bike, would she get mad at you? Like if you were trying to coach her or teach her? I mean, when you did CrossFit, did she rip you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not in the beginning. She's more open now that she's a coach herself. Now she doesn't like my
any
coaching
critiques.
cues. I mean, I don't know. You coach her too. Does she accept your critiques?
I rarely coach her. I don't even know the last time I coached her, to be honest. Like in a class, I haven't had Trill in class in fucking months. I don't even remember, to be honest.
Wow. So she thinks she's too good for you.
Must be, yeah. That's how most of I'm only the 5:30 p.m. guy. I don't really see many people. I just get like the people, the usual. I get my usual crew. I got a decent 5:30 size, but do you think that significant others should mesh their hobbies together?
I don't know. I don't know. It's a good question. Is Ken listening to the podcast?
Yeah, can you hear it?
I think sometime. True. I knew she was going to say that.
Yeah, she'll text me.
It's the meshing of the hobbies. I feel like in the beginning, very beginning of dating, that's the big desire, right?
Yeah.
But then, as you grow, you realize like you don't have to do everything your partner does or like be with them all the time. So then like you kind of create your space. I think I mean, I'm just only speaking for myself, but Trill and I feel like have come to like some things overlap and some things don't. Like we have our things that we like to do by ourselves, and then we have the things that kind of overlap.
Like what?
That overlap?
Yeah.
Trill likes construction and house projects.
And that's the overlapping, and then stuff like what?
Raising dogs, another overlapping hobby. And then the separate things, Trill likes to bake, not down to bake. And Yeah, I like to go mountain biking and
You
whatnot.
see that eye?
I told you it's smaller.
Yeah, it's fucking way smaller. I feel that's why I was just curious. Like, if you bought Trill mountain bike or got our mountain bike, that's one thing about Trill. She'll buy a mountain bike if you just say, "Hey, Trill, buy a mountain bike." She might never ride it.
Yeah.
She will love to fucking buy a mountain bike just to
She's got a
have.
pair of rollerblades.
Yeah. Well, that was during the big hiatus of like the
Yeah.
skateboarding days. When I mean, I'm still into skateboarding. Zion would murder me if I took out ran out on the skateboard. The gentle leader might actually stop him.
Yeah.
I can retract that thing a lot more or blind him, one or the other.
He'll just
But-
run into trees.
Yeah, I feel like he would just kill me because I need to be able to stop him. He'll just drop to the ground, try to fuck his face up. I don't know if I think significant. I think the hobbies could mesh. I just laugh because deep down, if I tried to like snowboarding, for example, if I were the one to try to help Kendall, first of all, I fucking can't do it myself. Well, but if I were to teach her, oh, I'd be ripped.
You think?
Yeah, I think so.
Why is that?
Ken, if you don't think I'd get ripped for, it's just like you'd get
Is it
ripped
a
too. I think.
comfortability thing?
Yeah, it's a comfort thing. I think it's like your significant other. It's like more of a respect thing. Like, not that they don't respect you. It's more of they could be themselves, so they could show their frustration a lot more.
Yeah.
And I think that's the harder part. Adam, like, has Tori ever like ripped you for something like construction wise? If you guys were doing something together or anything similar?
Or anyone else in the chat?
Yeah, I don't even know who's out there anymore. I don't think
Yeah,
we have any
got
viewers,
some
and I do.
peeps out there. Yeah, we do. They're just quiet. They don't say much.
Oh, it's a live call-in show. I was watching Savans, and that's like kind of where we replicate. He just talks about fucking. They were watching videos this morning about guys getting slapped across the face.
Well, that'll be our CrossFit segment. We gotta
What is
that? Now we got a call. Holy shit!
Risk? It's gotta be.
We're taking a risk here. You never know if the audio is gonna work. Caller, can you hear us?
Holy shit.
Caller.
The delay is terrible.
Well, yeah, you can't do both, caller.
Yeah, I understand that now.
Chat, we got Adam Barty on the line.
Let's hear this Philly accent.
Yeah, that's where we're gonna start.
Oh, here we start.
Well, Adam, did you ever see the episode of Maggie?
From here. What?
Did you ever see our episode that we had Maggie on?
No. I missed that one. Why? Was that deep Philly accent?
Oh, yeah. You and her kind of talk alike.
Or was that Delco accent? You gotta remember, she's Delco. She ain't Philly.
And you're Philly?
Well, let's hear
I
some of
ain't
your
fucking
shit.
Philly either. I ain't Delco. I ain't Philly. I'm a little suburbia.
When you go, what are some of the key?
When you go to the hospital, what's that one? Where do they send like the people in critical condition? I forget what that thing's called. Adam, do you know?
What, to the ICU?
No, what's
No,
the
the other
what's
one.
the abbreviation? The ER. What's the real word for it?
What, emergency room?
Oh, you really fought for that one. Come on, Adam.
Yeah. How do you say it? If me and you're having a conversation, say it to me in a sentence. Be like, "Hey, Luke, blah 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 blah," and put it in there.
Hey, Luke, I hear you had to go to the emergency room. What happened?
All right, maybe he's proper.
Yeah,
I've
maybe you
heard
are proper.
Philadelphians say emergency room. They don't even say the E.
I think I do.
Oh, I've always said emergency room. Been there plenty of times. I know how to say it.
Luke and I were just talking. We kind of missed the deli. Can you explain to the chat like how the deli guys talk to you?
Which deli guy?
Any deli
Any
guy.
From where?
Yeah, any of them.
They don't even speak. If you go into South Philly, they don't even talk to you. They look at you and they say, they just point. Huh? What do you want? Okay. Here's what I need. Thank you. Everyone. Yeah.
Well, we were just saying that because we went to Whole Foods here the other day, and it's like it seems like we're a problem with them every time we go in there, and they just kind of stare at us. There's no like the Philly guys. We just were saying that there's a conversation. There's conversation.
Yeah. They're assholes, but they converse. They're like, "Hey, bud, what can I get you? You don't know what you want? Take another ticket. Let me get somebody else here."
Take another number. Get the fuck in the back of the line. Go. Mm-hmm.
I forgot about the tickets.
No.
Yeah, remember the tickets?
Yeah, Forestas had them.
No, yeah. Forestas got rid of them.
I think
I don't know
most
who
people
has
did.
them anymore. Isgro's.
People in the city, when
pastry
we were
shop.
home and when we went to go get desserts, they had them.
Yeah, that was the only place that had them.
I'm sure there's others, but
Well,
interesting.
as far as I'm aware.
Adam, tell us a little bit about, the Father's Day. What'd you do? Your fathers only were allowed to call today. No mothers.
That's right.
No mothers.
No
Fathers
mothers
only
here.
today.
Poor Matt, he's gonna
Rose has
miss
been
out.
shut out today. Chat. She's blocked. She's out
Yeah.
getting crabs. They didn't invite you?
Like, no,
What are you, plumbing, dude?
I'm cleaning my kitchen. I'm just getting my kid to bed.
But what'd you do? This is your
that
second,
Luke and I
third?
are like big plumbers now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a big. What'd you break today?
Nothing. We're just
actually
I didn't
pretty
get
good
the-
at plumbing. I'm
Yeah.
plumbing 1/4 inch now. Do you plumb that ever?
1/4 inch what?
Plumbing.
There ain't no 1/4 inch nothing.
Dude,
Oh,
for
that's
the
Yeah.
a water line for your fridge.
Yeah, for the fridge. Luke, tell me about the plumb job we did at your house with the
Yeah,
1/4
so
inch.
we had to get. We got. I don't know if you have these in PA, but we have a double fire fucking wall, so it's like 20,000 inches thick
Yep, I know a double firewall. That's code
from the
red.
garage
Yeah.
to the kitchen. So me and Matt took, an 18-inch bit. Still wasn't long enough. It's the bit still lives in the wall somewhere.
Oh my
But we made it all the
God.
way through, and then eventually I went to the other side, drilled, and then went back to the other side, and then somehow the bit came off, and then we fed tubing through the whole house. So
What were you feeding tubing for? Your fish tanks?
yeah, for the fish
And
tank,
the fridge,
Yeah,
and
the
the coffee
fridge.
machine.
coffee machine, from the RO.
Why
from
don't you
the
run half
filtration.
inch for everything?
How much
I don't
water do you
understand.
think we need, dude?
I mean, you run it to your main base and then you go from there.
What's your thoughts on water heaters? Do you like the on-demand ones?
Softeners
Yeah,
or heaters.
I put a lot of them in. I just took a class on Thursday.
On
On
those?
what?
On demand. Yeah, on Ream, hot
So,
water heaters.
What if we
tankless.
flew you out for the day? Could you do Kendall's? Or Luke's?
Sure.
Luke's and Kendall's? Gotta keep,
They're trying to fly
practice
me.
your place.
They want to fly out to do a Ream training in Canada, California.
Well, we don't want training. How long will it take you to do the job?
I don't. Is it easy access?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's super easy.
Is it on an exterior wall?
It's on an interior wall. You need to go interior.
I mean, like, is it on an exterior wall? Meaning, can I put my vent line to the outside?
No, you
easily?
have to use the pre-existing vent line for the tank up to the
How
ceiling.
about the fresh air intake?
That can't you just suck the house?
Nope, not enough.
That's so
Not enough floor
stupid.
space.
So you got to drill a fucking hole all the way up to the second floor ceiling?
No, you just go right out through the sidewall.
Well, that
it
wall
goes into
is
the
in
garage.
the middle. Yeah, can you pull from the garage?
Well, I'll go through the garage. At least there, I can hang my pipe and push it to the outside.
Jeez. How much is this project going to
Now
cost?
you have to have out. You basically have to have outside air for this. You need at least a footprint of 30 feet by 40 feet by 20 feet high, without any obstructions inside the room.
Interesting.
For an indoor one or an outdoor one?
Any unit you buy most likely will be an indoor-outdoor tankless water heater.
Okay.
This is tank.
Mhm.
We need a tankless now.
All right, so we can't use Adam because he's going to follow code. Fuck code.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need code, otherwise it ain't gonna work and it ain't gonna be efficient.
All right,
So
we're
it's-
definitely going to need to fly you out here, dude. You have to look at it. I don't know what you can do there.
Well,
Yeah, we need
It's on-
efficiency though.
Well, you need efficiency, otherwise it's pointless to have it.
Yeah.
And then you got to switch over and just go back to a tank unit.
All right, well, what about this? Do you still do contracting? You know how to like frame out a wall?
Yeah. So then if Adam take a vacation and come and hang out for a week.
No, I'm putting you to
No,
work.
yeah, we're
dude. What do you
making
think
you
we
work.
do on the weekends?
Well, yeah, it's Any trip I ever take's never a vacation. It's always work. So I'll come out for a week and work.
No, it's gonna be more than a week. We're gonna need to if buying a house out here to make it affordable, you're gonna have to buy a fucking fixer up, or we need full hands on deck. We gotta gut the whole
So we
bitch.
do it in a couple trips.
Now,
Couple
Luke and I
trips.
can plumb
What, you want
and
me to-
frame. We
Yeah.
framed already.
We need an electrician. So we actually have an electrician. We're good there. We'll fucking gut this bitch. Just gotta find a house that's under 700K, which is probably impossible. But you know.
I have like 900 houses here, triple your size if you move back east.
Yeah, I mean that's been a conversation to move up north, Montana. Half the price. Or maybe even the same price, you just get more for your buck.
Yeah. I mean,
That's-
yeah. Well, you two are both going to sit here and tell me you've had a gym for how many years and you don't know a single fucking contractor?
We know
You
an
haven't made
electrician
friends
so
with
far.
electricians?
Yeah, we got an
plumbers, framers?
electrician.
Plumbers
We-
are hard to come by. They don't like working out.
We have an HVAC guy.
Yeah, that's true too. We got an HVAC guy.
HVAC.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got that guy.
Get a
He'll
good
fucking-
HVAC guy and they know plumbing.
Oh, our guy. I don't know if he does. About to give him a ring. About to ask him.
Good HVAC guys know plumbing.
So you plumb? Do you know HVAC?
No, but I call my HVAC guy.
So a good
I know
plumber
enough
doesn't have
to
to
get
be.
myself through.
So a good HVAC guy knows plumbing, but a good plumber doesn't know shit about HVAC.
I shouldn't say a good HVAC
Not a
guy should know
coach.
plumbing. He could stumble fuck his way through it, and I could stumble fuck my way through HVAC.
Yeah, I think
Wait
I
a
could
second.
too.
Who does gas, Adam? Is that a plumber?
Yeah, I've actually just done 4 gas jobs in the last week and a half.
It's weird that they were like, yeah, that's plumbing. I always just think of plumbing with water.
Well, there's gas and
Oh, yeah.
utility folks, aren't there? That's a career.
Yep. Rigs and distill. They're mainly gas. That's what they do. They run major gas lines.
Fuck. If you had to
Luke,
pick,
you don't know this yet, dude? Fucking-
I mean,
Huh?
I just know utility guys. They do like underground shit.
Luke's not in the specialty division of Procore. Isn't that a
Yeah.
division?
Yeah, specialty
Specialties.
contractors. Yeah, I do. Just our old civil fucking boys.
You got to get the union boys, the big boys.
Yeah, I don't do those guys. I just do our specialty or civil guys, big GC guys that do bridges. Fucking bitches.
That's a foreseen company there. Pumping
There it is.
concrete on bridges.
Yeah, well, that's part of what we do. Yeah. And I guess I don't know. Concrete guys are more of our specialty. I do the guys that are like throwing the fucking rebar in, placing the concrete, managing the job, putting up the fucking guardrails.
Do any sales guys hit you up, Adam?
Never.
No?
He's the only one who's hit me up. No one.
I didn't hit him
I've
up. He
had
hit
one
me
sales
up,
guy
Chad.
call me
And what
from what
you
was
did
the
him?
company? Prizer.
Did you guys
That
sit
was
for a
it.
demo or no? It wasn't a good fit. Luke had to get you
Did
out
what?
of there. Did you guys sit for a demo or did Luke say you weren't a good fit?
No, we're not a good fit. We're too small.
That's it. See, this is the fucking. That's what I deal with all day. I call a contractor. They're like $1 billion company. Procore, we're too fucking small for that. I said, fucking Bob, too small. Too fucking small.
Look, I got a crew of 4 people. I work in 5-mile radius. I'm too small. I'll
How
tell you
are
right
you
now.
are you managing? How you managing your jobs? Do you have any expectations to grow? Let's do some pain right here. Do this practice.
No, we like
You-
where we're at. We
You
stick
like
with
where
our
you're at.
little
What do you
company.
like about it?
I have every job in Phoenixville, plumbing related. I can bid to multiple companies on the same job, and no one says a word about it.
Let's dig into that. How do you bid? Do you do that through some kind of software?
No, I go to every job walkthrough I can.
And where do
And
you
then
put all
I
that
talk
info
to the
in?
Where's that
township.
input?
I'm on their, I'm on the township's bid list
Yeah.
for any job that gets done in Phoenixville.
Yeah, I got you. You're a hard worker,
Yeah,
man.
that's
I
fine. That's
appreciate
normal.
that
Yeah,
about you.
we as a humble and honest man, a Philly honest man, we're just asking where. So where are you doing?
I'm good at this.
Where are you doing your bids?
At my desk in my office.
What's that look
So,
like there? Is that a spreadsheet?
It looks like an iPhone 14.
Oh, wow.
You're doing
using
it on your
Note yet?
iPhone.
Yeah, I do it off the phone. It works out well.
Is that how takeoff
Nice.
is done too? So you once you get the job and you do takeoff.
No, I do it all in quick. No, I do it on longhand. I do it on my whiteboard and my paper.
Okay.
And I send my drawings out to my supply houses and get my numbers back from them, and then I add in all my stuff.
God, dude. How long does that take you?
Too long.
Really?
That takes a while.
Like,
Let's
just
see. The last
ballpark it,
job I
let's
just
ballpark
did.
it.
The last job I just bid out for a company of 4 was $243,000.
Okay. $243,000. What was it? What was the job?
Yeah. It's 18 apartments in Phoenixville.
And what are you guys doing there?
Every plumbing thing you could think of, from
Holy
the
shit.
water
How
main
you-
tie-in to the sewer main tie-in on the back road. We go from one road to another road, and then the full outfit, all 18 apartments, drain lines, water lines,
You
hot water
working with a
heaters,
developer on
fixtures.
this?
Huh?
Or is the developer the ones that had the contract?
It's a guy who owns a lot of
Oh, okay.
outfits and a lot of property in Phoenix.
It's
So.
private?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got no systems in place.
Well, he owns enough property. He must have something in place. I know. So.
What happens if something like what do you guys do? Like, I guess the easiest way to ask is like if something goes wrong, what do you do? Like, how do we address situations or figure out problems?
Well, you bring it to the owner's attention. And say,
How long
"Here's
does
the
that take?
issue.
Is that
This
a
is
text
going to be an
message?
extra."
Is that a text?
You got to remember when you write these quotes up, you got to have a lot of exclusions, allowances,
Yeah.
the what if factor.
And that's all on the iPhone, the what if factor button.
Everything's all stuck in this phone.
Wow.
If this phone disappears, I'm fucked
You're fucked.
completely.
Yeah, I feel it.
Has there been a time that's happened to you guys?
Huh?
Has there been a time like that where you guys like had some sort of information lost in transmission and boom,
Yeah.
you owed
Yep.
money?
Yep. Been fucked.
Shit.
Ballpark, like
Lost out.
10,000, 20,
$500
No.
million.
4,000.
$4,000. Holy shit. So like
Fuck, man. That's
imagine
a
if
fucking
that
big
happens-
piece of equipment right
if
there.
that happens, let's say 3 to 5 times a year, we're talking $20,000. Is that something outlandish?
Well, it's happened the first time, one time in my 5 years. So
Okay. So that's like minimal. What would
Mhm.
happen if we didn't let that happen? Like what if like we had something like technology, like Titan or something out there, Service Titan that would mitigate that risk? Say $5,000, like our software is less than that. You would have made money.
yeah,
And now the small
that's what we got to get involved in.
sudden
And
boom.
that's just the money, Adam. Now let's talk about the time. dude.
Yeah,
You
I mean the
mentioned
amount of
earlier.
time you're spending just
It sounds like
writing
soap
stuff
don't
out.
see you much. You're out in the office just burning through QuickBooks. Like imagine being able to take her on a bike ride.
You're not just in the office, though. I mean, half the time I'm in the field and in the office doing both.
Well, here at Procore, we're trying to get you out of the field.
Yeah,
dude,
well,
and home.
imagine this. What if you can do what you had to do in the office in the field?
Is Procore going to hire me?
I'm just saying, like, what if you're able to like submit an RFI, like, oh shit, we have to redo some plumbing, or this, and this happened, or I need $5,000 more for that, unforeseen accident that happened. Like we had to, dig 20 extra yards of dirt out. We had to get concrete. We had to put rebar in the ground. We had to do a whole thing to just make this thing work. And there's a change event that happens, and we could just do this click of a button. What happens? Your life is fucking cush now.
Fucking living in large.
Yeah, but who are you going to go talk to the owner?
Oh, I'd
And
already
say, yo,
said.
look, here's the problem.
The owner, they get access. You invite them. It lives within this central hub. So, right, Adam has a change event. Let's say $4,000 change event from that
Owner
incident.
gets the email. Yo,
Yeah.
there's been some activity, bro. We need your eyes.
Like, what happens if everybody's just in a hub and they can see everything that's gone? Like, you have everything documented. You're like, well, here's what happens. Here's we started the job. We did this. Yeah, I did my safety checklist. I did this. Everything was going to plan. My action plan. Everything's documented. Boom. You did it all. Click of a button at your fingertips. Owner sees this. I guess I owe $5,000 more because it's documented. He says, I ain't paying. You said, cool. I'm not finishing the work. He says, cool. Here's the money.
Sounds like a solid system, dude.
Look at it. We just told him. How about we do a meeting next Wednesday?
Yeah, next Wednesday. I want to show you the software just because it sounds like you're a little confused on how it works.
Yeah, great. Let's go through a software class. Would love to. More classes, the better.
It's not even a class. It's just a demo. We're just going to make your life easier. Procore is not a fit for you guys, just to be honest.
Well, I know. You told me before it ain't a fit for me. I understand.
Me and Matt, we're trying to get into the software tech side. We're going to develop a new software for the police unit. That's as much as you guys can know, but we're going to.
How about Matt first fixes that stupid Sonos app that they just butchered again?
Yeah, I'm on the other one. I told you, go to play.sonos.com. That's where I'm at. And don't do it from your iPhone 14.
I mean,
are you upset with the app?
It's completely fucking butchered.
You're upset with it too. Everybody is, apparently.
Everyone is. We're working on it. What do you miss?
It's garbage.
What do you hate the
every
most
time
about
I either
it?
go to my office or I go to my home. You got to reconnect and redo everything.
So what do you hate the most about it? Just like initial load?
Everything.
You got to pick what's the one
Everything.
thing, your biggest pain point
I
right
can't
now.
figure out how to just pick and just go to one different system in my house to put the volume up or down, or play music to one of them without connecting all of them.
Yeah, I've had that.
Well,
issue.
let's dig into that. What's your house setup? You got different houses within the same house?
Well, no, I got the one in my bedroom, the TV, the move, the one in the basement.
And they're all on one household, or did you register them as separate houses?
No, they're all registered under my house.
Okay.
But then I'll go to my office where I have one. I have one that I took from my house and put in my office. And every time I got to reconnect it every single fucking time.
Yeah, that's annoying. It doesn't support the multiple houses well.
Dumb.
Well, it's a disappointment.
That's all I got to say is dumb.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. But if you check out play.sonos.com when you're at your office, you can just use your computer to control it. And then that way you don't have to connect your phone to it.
All right.
Let me give you a demo, Adam. Are you watching the live video? I'll show you what we're talking about here.
Hold on. Let me go back.
I feel like Adam would also be a good. He's a big conspiracy theorist.
Is he?
Oh, you want to go down? You want to go down conspiracy theories? Let's go.
Well, it's not a conspiracy, but like I'd love to hear what your preparation is for like a nuclear strike or like EMP or something. Matt, this is fucking live. Get your shit off there. You'll get hacked.
They're not gonna see my password.
Yeah, Gas is gonna rip you in a second.
Let him.
Can expose your whole fucking life.
Now check it out. Here we are. Sonos, Adam. You can do this from your office. All your players. I'm assuming you just have one speaker in your office. They'll be all here to your right. If you want to play some music, you just everything that you're used to. Controls down here. Say you want to listen to, Jay-Z. So I know you love him.
Look at Boozy Matt with his 900 fucking Sonoses.
Yeah, look at this guy. Fucking.
Well, I've worked there for 10 fucking years. It's called company recognition, dude.
What do you got? 2 in every room?
And then you can just launch something here.
All right, that's what we got to do.
Yeah, I think you do it that way.
You got to get an iPad then that just lives in the kitchen. And
no, this will be just for his office control, right? You have a computer in your
office.
Well,
that's what I have. I have an iPad that lives in my kitchen. That's what.
Yeah, but you're gonna have to go to like the internet, right? You can do it from an iPad from the browser. You can go sonos.com/.
Yeah, when you go to your office, you have a computer, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're using Chrome or Internet Explorer.
Chrome.
Oh, thank God. Yeah, you pull up Chrome, you go to play.sonos.com. It'll let you pick what household you want. You'll pick your office and then you're in. You're good to go. No more futzing with the phone. So you're welcome, dude. I engineered this site, by the way. Any issues, go to me directly. You got my number.
Oh, great. Good, good. I like to hear it. I like to go right to the source. Yeah. Now, yeah, we could go down conspiracy theories all day long.
Well, what's your preparation? Give us like the 2-minute pitch on how you're surviving an EMP strikes. How are you surviving?
EMP?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't gone down that one yet.
Well, let's hear it. You got 2 minutes to sell us on if you're going to join our tribe or not.
I mean, look, EMP, it's all about foil. So you got to block the radiation, not the radiation, the microwaves.
Well, the EMP has happened. You're chilling right now. EMP just happened.
Wait, you're buying foil. Just a fuck ton of foil.
Do you already
You
have
need
this
something
foil?
to deflect it.
Do you have the foil already?
No.
All right,
So you
so
gotta go to a
Oh,
store.
I gotta.
let's rewind though. The
I
EMP
can't-
happens. You don't know it happened yet. But all of a sudden your fucking
I don't know
electronics
what
stop
happened,
working.
okay.
What are you doing?
What am I doing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I'm telling you, it's an EMP, but at this moment, you don't know it's an EMP yet. So EMP strikes, you still don't know. Your electronics stop working. You're
Yeah,
fucking
like boom, podcast ends.
yeah.
Phone just stopped working. What is your first move here?
You grabbing the foil?
No, I don't know. You got to figure it. I don't know. I haven't thought this far ahead.
Well, come on, we're doing
Yeah,
it live. What do we
I
do?
haven't
Minute
thought about
pitch.
EMPs. I don't know.
All right, so Adam's
I gotta sit down
frozen.
and
He's
Yeah.
frozen
educate
right
myself
now.
on that a
You're
little better.
frozen. Sophie's crying now, screaming, top of her lungs. And what are you doing? You're gonna tell her, look, we're just thinking, we're trying to think, sweetie, calm down.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
are you
I'm
putting
more
a tinfoil
prepped
hat on her? Or are you gonna grab the tinfoil?
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. When it comes to EMP, I don't know. I don't have an answer for you on that one. Why? What would your first step be? For EMP, what the hell are you two doing?
I'm fucking getting to Luke as soon as I realize it's an EMP. First, I'll probably stumble around the house, try to reset the router a couple times, turn the phone off and on.
He'd probably try to call Spectrum 40
Yeah.
times.
Then I'd get to the car. I'd go to turn it on. It won't turn on. So then I'd grab my fucking
Yeah,
bike. I'd be
you
like, all
guys all
right,
bought
shit's going
Teslas,
on.
so
The
you're
neighbors are
fucked.
probably rustling around. I'm probably grabbing the handgun, throwing it in the backpack. I'm getting Trill on her bike. Dog's also in the backpack. We're biking to Luke and Ken's.
Coda's running. Puppy's in the backpack.
Yeah, Coda's going to have to run on the leash.
You doing anything with tinfoil at this point?
No, I'm not even thought about tinfoil.
You, at this point, you don't know. You're just fucking concerned because nothing's working.
Then I get down the block and I realize, well, shit, what if Luke's walking to me? And then I got to brainstorm what route he would take. And then I'm like, no, he would take the gym route. So I keep on my trek because I know we'd be in sync there. Then I'd get to the Johnson and then I'd have to make another decision and be like, well, did Luke go to the gym to meet? Or is he walking to my house?
We know what time it is anymore at this point. Watches are dead, right?
It's right now. It just happened.
Yeah, okay. So I would just guess it's within the 6
I didn't
o'clock
bring any
hour.
food or anything because I figured, I mean, Ken's isn't far. So I'm sure we get there in 3 or 4 hours.
Okay.
Which means there's food already there for you.
Well, they got some food. I mean, we're going to have to raid a grocery store later.
Yeah, we
but
just
we're
grocery shopped, so we'd be good. Okay,
Now,
so
are
you come,
armed
you meet
to
me.
the gills or no?
Are we what?
I just have a handgun and whatever ammo I have. It's not much, maybe like 20 rounds.
Do you think that within the first hour, nobody's killing each other yet?
Yeah, I'm
I
sure
mean,
as
No,
I'm
you
walking,
guys-
I'm noticing there's no cars on the road moving, and I'm probably like, oh shit's going down.
Do you think a lot of people are
Now-
like running to the bank, breaking ATMs?
No, no one's going for money.
I don't
Because
know.
money's going to be useless at that
Depends
point.
how quick that. I mean, once people start realizing no one's doing anything, I mean,
Yeah.
someone's gonna be like, we gotta fucking hit up an ATM.
Yeah, even though I agree with you, money doesn't matter at that point, but people aren't
Yeah,
going to think
that's a
that
good
way.
point, Adam.
People aren't going to think that way. People are going to start to think, oh, the power's going to come back.
Now,
on
if I
at some
What's
get
point."
to
my
Luke's,
trading
let's say
option?
I get to Luke, or I meet Luke on the road, probably is what's going to happen. We go back to Ken's. Probably the first thing we're going to do is just go to Grocery Bargain Mart.
No way, we get killed there.
We ain't getting killed.
We're going in,
Well, now wait.
telling
Why
nobody
would
there.
you go to Ken's? Why would you not stay at your place and have Luke and Ken come to you?
I would, but Luke's too dumb, and I know he'd be already
This
like
guy.
building a fucking fortress at Ken's.
See, that would be the next question. Whose house is safer? Who's less populated?
Probably Luke
Me.
and Ken's, and we got
Yeah.
some other friends up that way.
We're further away from everything. But with
And
your
we
yard,
could
Yeah, like
also, and because Luke is in a condo, we could raid the other condos and kick those people out of their homes.
yeah, much easier than the house. And we
And
know
I
who
know
the
you
weak
both
ones
are
are.
so intimidating.
But
We'll
we know
just
who the
create a
weak
bigger
ones are.
complex, a bigger
Yeah,
compound.
to the right and left of me and Ken, easy targets right there. Kick them
Yeah.
out. So take what they need. We're just raid. They could stay there. Give us your fucking shit.
The one neighbor is definitely getting raided.
Oh, first
The
one. I'm
one
going
we
right
hate.
in.
The
Yeah,
one, this chick. We literally, Adam, we're drilling a 1/2-inch hole through the firewall, and she comes out and goes, "How long is this gonna be?"
My blood
2
boiled
seconds,
immediately.
lady.
Yeah,
She said,
So
"Do I need to
she's
leave?
done.
I can go out if you need me to." We're like, "We're fucking
Yeah.
drilling a fucking."
and that's exactly what we're gonna say
2-inch
during the EMP. Hey, you need to leave.
hole.
This
Oh
house
my
of yours,
God.
we're taking it over.
Kicking the bitch out, yeah. And yeah, we're expanding.
Jesus.
We also need to just like get anybody who's got garden plants, take them. It's gonna be a long process, but we can start to grow some vegetation. That is when we start eating plants again. It's like, hey, we can't eat meat. That is when humanity goes to survival stages, and me and Matt would eat vegetables again.
Oh yeah.
See, that's where you two are more fucked than I am, though.
Why?
Well, even
I
heard your
have
plan.
good-
So far, you're still
I
at
have
home.
good neighbors. We got chickens.
How good
We
are
got-
they? You trust him? You think he's gonna fucking kill you and take your
Fuck
shit?
yeah. He'd bring me a gun.
Okay. Yeah, you got a lot of confidence.
He
I don't
would
even know if
walk
I
right
would
over and
trust
say, "Here,
all my friends.
you're gonna need this."
All right, so we
Huh?
gave you kind of a template now. What's your plan here? EMP strike happens.
Yeah,
What's
you're
the
already.
first move?
Yeah, your brain's stirring now. You're calling the fucking neighbor immediately. It sounds like.
I don't know. Well, I ain't calling nobody at that point. I go over, knock on his door, be like, "Yo, what do we got to do? What do you got set up?" We fortify the homes because why not? I'm set up on a hill, completely fenced off from everybody. Yeah, I'm set up here. I got gardens, we got animals, we got whatever we need. We're set.
I mean, the first
I have
couple weeks
live-
are going to be fine because everybody's got food. Grocery stores will be good. All of a sudden, people are going to
People
start
are
getting
like,
hungry.
Shit. Yeah.
People are starting to get scared because you're going to have the people that are waiting inside for Uncle Joe to pop up on the TV. He ain't popping up. I'm telling you that. TVs are dead.
Is this a
Uncle
wood
Joe's gonna
fence?
fall over.
Is this a wood fence?
It's got
It's a
fucking
wood
chicken
fence for
wire.
now. It will become an electrified fence.
See, I think trying to bunker down is probably a mistake. I think you got to be more nomadic. Like you
Where do
got to
you
be
go?
the guy. Do you just keep raiding houses, looking for like just the gatherer? I think, or the hunter. Like you're on the move all the time. I
Yeah,
think
but
if
see,
you
that's
if
easy
you
for you
bunker
to
down,
say,
yeah, I don't have a
because
baby.
let's
You're right.
say-
You're right, dude.
Well, let's say it happened like tomorrow. I got a 3-year-old at home. What the fuck do I do?
You're
gotta
gonna have
kill
to
her.
travel her. Get the backpack.
I
throw
gotta
her
lock.
under-
I gotta lock down. I gotta set up shop here.
No, that's why you got to
I gotta
start training her to be ready for this shit.
Yeah, I think
Eye-opening.
to Luke's point, like if shit gets worse and worse, you're just more and more a target. Like they know you got fucking animals, they're burning your fence down.
Yeah. Or they're just coming for when you're sleeping or whatever's happening.
Yeah.
You won't ever sleep. You'll start to go
Right.
nuts.
I'll just have to. Did you watch The Last of Us?
No.
No.
Never even heard of it.
Oh my God, go watch The Last of Us on HBO. It's fantastic.
Wait, I have a question. You're flying a plane, EMP strikes. That thing falling out of the sky?
Yeah, you're going down.
Don't they glide? We'll have to call our plane expert in. I thought planes can glide.
I was gonna say, don't you have a friend who's an expert on planes?
Yeah. And
Add
if
'em
you're
on.
watching live, call this number real quick. Got a question about planes.
We did talk about this. I don't think they do. We talked about it when I had our flight experience going to the Bahamas.
They just sink.
I would imagine like a lot
Well,
of things on the news have been.
glide? Does it just glide down into place? Like you just
Well, no, you're going
place
to have
it
to like
into the water?
scratch it onto the floor.
Yeah, I mean, in most cases, it's gliding, but it's probably exploding. Like, again, nothing works. The wheels can't come down. There's
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
like, the little
yeah.
brakes on the
You
wings.
can't
They ain't
turn it.
popping up.
No, it's just gliding.
That's
in the
why
air.
you do a water crash.
Do you
go right
think
into the water.
planes
Well, you can't
are...
control the plane, Adam. It's just gliding.
Yeah.
No, you're fucked then.
But isn't even the
Are you
steering wheel
sure?
in a plane, it's not like a car. The steering wheel in the plane, it's not like, oh, it just fucking drives wheels. No, the fucking plane pulls itself up by how? Some sort of gyre inside it? Like, how's the plane anatomy work?
No, yeah, you're right. Yeah,
No,
because if you pull the handle, it's all
aerodynamics.
electronic.
Yeah,
So the
aerodynamics.
wing, air is flowing around the wing a certain way, and then you
Then you
adjust the
turn.
flaps when you turn. So if I turn one flap, I used to play Microsoft Flight Simulator. Yeah, Microsoft Flight Simulator when I was a kid, so I know how it all works. You adjust the flaps move, and that's how it turns. It changes the way the wind is flowing through the plane.
Yeah, so at
But
that
you can't
point,
control it. It's not.
yeah, you're
working.
fucked. So when they
It's
say
just-
pull up,
Yo.
you can't pull up anymore.
No, you're not pulling up.
Planes are falling out of the sky across the fucking country.
Yeah.
Unless planes are fortified, are they filled with foil? Is that like a combat?
Which also would give you a good idea that something is happening. Like a plane just crashes in your backyard.
Yeah. I didn't even think
Kills
about
all
this the last
Adam's
time.
chickens. All Adam's chickens are just done.
Yeah, I mean, like, think about it. Like, apparently planes are protected from EMPs. They fucking think of everything, these fucking people.
They are not protected from EMPs.
Google says, apparently.
Who told them that? I mean, I guess in the air, it depends where the EMP strike is.
Well, if this is an EMP strike from like a military in another country,
Actually,
difference.
pause here. Wait a second. I think we're over prepping.
why?
Like,
yeah, a little bit.
I mean, can an EMP literally be global? The entire
Yeah.
Earth is EMP'd.
Wipes it out. Yeah, what if
No,
an
there's
EMP?
no way it could be global.
Yeah, it can't be global. So you
What
just
if-
got to get to the non-EMP area.
Okay, but then what if the EMP isn't from like a military attack? What if it's from the sun? Like a
So
solar
half the
flare,
Earth gets
solar
fucking
flare,
EMP'd.
poof, poof,
Well,
wipes
a
out
solar
everything.
flare wouldn't be an EMP.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Solar flare does the same exact thing. Wipes out your electrical grid, fries it. Look it up.
Adam, what's your thoughts on chemtrails?
Solar flares.
I never thought about chemtrails. I always thought
Okay.
that was just stupid.
What's a
So
chemtrail?
he's not the biggest conspiracy theorist.
Who just yelled in the background? he
The
hung up
fucking
on
dogs are barking at a fucking deer.
Oh, a solar flare is an intense burst of radiation coming from the release of flares. Blah, blah, blah. I think they wipe out our electrical grid. Or they could if they're powerful enough.
Yeah.
What's a C-chem?
A chemtrail?
Yeah.
It's just like, you know, those planes that spray the crops, they like spray
Oh,
chemicals all over.
that's what
And
they're
some
called.
people are like super scared of them and like bundle and wear hoodies and goggles in their house and stuff.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, I mean, fucking a shit ton of pesticides are going on us. On our food.
Yeah.
Adam's a big
Yeah,
pesticide believer. He loves them.
What, the pesticide?
Yeah.
Do you have a
No,
plan
I'm
in
ready to
place
move
for when
fucking Europe.
Limerick blows
I'm
up?
ready to get out of here. Huh?
Where are you going in Europe?
I'll go live in southern Italy. I don't care. I don't speak the language. I don't know nothing. Great. I'll go make a living doing something stupid. You know, live on an island.
I think that's a good idea. Let's see what
At
At
happens.
least
get
the food's
homesick.
healthy for you and it's not trying to kill you and healthcare is free.
Does anyone else think you'd get homesick?
Him?
No, not anymore.
Yeah.
Individually? Maybe.
Come here.
He's busy. He's got the kid now.
Stop.
All right, Adam. Well, it's been good having you, man.
Yeah, I gotta go. I'll talk to you guys later.
All right.
See ya.
I appreciate it, dude. Being a dad's tough.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
Stress.
that was Matt's cousin, my brother. Give him a
One
follow on
yellow.
Instagram, you know? Follow him. Tell him you know him. That was interesting, you know? Dig in on somebody
Always.
else's perspective. It got my brain turning a little bit.
Same.
Thinking-
Same. How are
yeah,
my
like-
sales tactics?
That was good, dude. you really got involved in like the processes and trying to just identify metrics. We needed to get pain out of him. So the selling point was the metrics. We found a dollar value associated to something.
Oh, okay.
So we found some. We were like, wait, what? $4,000 was lost, and then we tried to dig in. Apparently, that was the only time. But if there was more, usually in most cases, there's more time. Our Instagram Live has ended.
Shit.
I thought with the paid version, it didn't get lost.
We don't for. Oh no,
For
it's like an Instagram rule. Oh, fire up another one here. You know how they are. They just love to.
Yeah.
That's such a weird rule that they have. I guess they just don't want people streaming forever. I mean, maybe that's the issue.
Maybe. I mean, is it live again? Just waiting for
I don't have to delete it. And then you have to add it back, re-add the key.
What a fucking goddamn process.
And then we'll go live here in a sec. Look who came in to say hello, dude.
Who is it?
Teddy. Little Ted.
Ted. Little Ted.
There he is. Ted?
Hi. Ow. Trigger my dog. I can't do that.
All right, we're back. Back on IG.
We're live. That's where all of our viewers live. Guess what I got you? Anything CrossFit related? I mean,
Maggie joined the chat.
oh God. Danger. She's gonna call immediately. Turn that thing off. She says in no bounds. That's her favorite thing, and she used to say it like no bounds. But she would scream it with this voice.
Maggie, you told Rose that we humiliated you on the podcast.
Yeah, now we're not allowed to ever let you back in the channel. It's a thing. Robert, what else?
CrossFit.
Yeah, what do you got for CrossFit for me today?
So I wanted to go over and kind of get our thoughts on this. This might ban the. Call me in. This might ban us from the podcast or from the YouTube, but we'll try and see because I see other podcasters do it, so I don't know how it all works.
I think my camera's fucked today. It's like blurry. Chat, how blurry do I fucking look today?
Well, Maggie, we'll let chat decide if they want you in or not. Chat, give us a thumbs up for Maggie coming in, or a thumbs down for keeping her out.
Maggie, just wait a sec.
Share my screen here.
Yeah, you'll probably get us banned, but it's fine. It works for the live show, so that's all that matters, and it will post on Spotify. Fuck YouTube if you want to take our video down.
Maggie says, "Oh my God."
The chat's fucking quiet over there.
The audio. Can you hear my audio? No? Yeah. It's like an ad?
Yeah. I just hear you talking.
Yo, today I come
hear that?
Yeah,
It's
I heard that. Who the fuck was that?
That's Hiller.
Yeah, I thought so. Oh, let's talk about CrossFit Mayhem. Do you see that ad that he has?
No.
It's like an ad selling CrossFit Mayhem programming. It's funny.
Right, so Hiller did a video. Thought it was interesting. 10 things your CrossFit coach should but won't tell you. Some things on here I kind of agree with, others I don't, but I thought it'd be good conversational piece for the remainder.
We're going to listen to the whole thing, or we're going to go to like each
Yeah, we're going to
subcat?
listen to it, each piece, and then I'll pause. We'll chat about it. Is that all right?
So we're going to listen to the 16-minute video?
Yeah, well, we're going to break it down. Hold on, we got a call.
I can only imagine who this is.
You're on the Nobo podcast.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's me.
Who's me?
It's Maggie.
How you been, Mags?
Oh, I don't know. I don't work at my job anymore. They said I didn't know enough about plumbing. So, I'm
I heard you.
employed.
I thought you quit.
Well, no, I never told anyone I quit. They said to me, it was like mutual. They're like, "Do you like it here?" And I was like, "No, I don't."
Wait, Maggie,
They
how
were
do you
like,
used to scream? How do you used to say no bounds?
No bounds. There are no bounds and
Jeez.
no bounds.
You just walk around fucking making a mockery of all of us.
All right, so we're coming in hot with your life. So you lost your job. Did you get a new one?
Well, I serve at 2 places right now, but I started my own business. Did I even tell you about it?
No,
Oh,
hold on.
Jesus
First of
Christ.
all, someone was asking if they saw you. Where do you serve now? I think it was Chet.
You got confused. Do you work at a restaurant named Chuck's?
No.
Okay.
I work at and I work at like a breakfast place too. But
What's
I
it
want to
called?
do it on purpose because I don't know who wants to work 9 to 5. I mean, I don't even wake up at 9, so whatever.
So you didn't get fired from the
anyway.
job. You quit. Okay.
Well, it was like both. They were like, like you're not good at Microsoft Excel. I said, who's good at Microsoft Excel for fun?
Gotcha. Okay. So it was a fight.
Not
You had. You should have told them, like, well, who used archaic systems, motherfucker.
I just said you guys are fucking autistic here. I didn't say that, but I was like, oh, thanks so much for the opportunity. I'm leaving.
Okay. So you quit. Now you're serving 2 restaurants. What's this fucking business?
It's a furniture flipping business. So I'm using my friends. They have this big shed in their like yard. Not a shed, but it has power in it. So I put all my furniture in there, and I'm gonna start selling it. I'm in the process of flipping, so I didn't start yet. But I've been watching so many TikToks and stuff, and you can make a lot of money doing it if you're consistent each week with how many pieces of furniture you sell.
Where do
Okay.
you get the base furniture, like before you flip it? Just on Craigslist?
No, well, there's like I know like different thrift places like Liberty Thrift and stuff. They're like all over like Montgomery County.
What car do you put these in?
I go mostly on Facebook Marketplace, and a lot of them are free too. So, like, let's say you buy something like pretty big. I mean, you can sell it for like $500, and you just pay for the product.
But how do you
like,
get it to the
people buy-
shed? In the
in the Jeep. I throw it in the Jeep.
okay.
Wait.
Yeah.
I feel you've owned a business similar to this before.
But I wasn't good at it. I wasn't good at it, and it wasn't a business.
So
I didn't know
what's
how to
changed
run it.
this
I was too
time?
young and too stupid. This is different because, like, there's a lot more to, like, flipping the furniture. You don't just fucking paint it and sell it. You got to seal it. You got to sand it. You got to strip it. You got to condition it. All the above.
Are
Yeah,
you doing
yeah.
like, what if a hinge is broken? Are you fixing the hinge?
Oh, everything. Like, I had to get a jigsaw cutter and all that stuff. I had to buy
And
all
you
the
bought all
supplies,
this, or where'd you get all the tools?
Where did I get all the money?
No, the
tools.
tools.
I went to Lowe's. I'm a Lowe's girl. I don't do Home Depot. It's,
Yeah,
it's
fuck Home Depot.
It's kind of full of, like, colored,
Yeah.
So you're all in. So now you
So
got
you
this
took out a
business
business loan, and now you're running this furniture company.
remodel furniture company.
Yeah, and I mean, I'll figure out. I have to pass the other half of my real estate license. I'm going to take it in August. I passed
Nice.
PA, never passed national. But I don't even know
Wait,
if they'll
what?
give it to me. That's a
National?
whole
So you have a PA realtor's license, but you don't have a.
No, you have to pass both to be certified. So there's 2 parts
Gotcha.
to the exam. It's called
So
the
you're like a
PSI exam.
junior. Why don't you go mentor under someone?
Well, I do have a mentor. I've had a mentor forever. I've just been in jail and people are dying, and I haven't really been focused.
Who's the mentor?
Her name's Nancy Marchese. She works at the Collegeville Co-Williams. Collegeville.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where the Trap Tavern is.
Yeah, so once I pass, I'm supposed to be on a team with her. She does pretty well. She's a little bit of an older woman, like maybe like early 50s.
So you
really
got to
good. I was just
put all
like,
your
what the
time
fuck,
into
like
that
4
now.
months. Huh?
You're gonna put all your time back into that.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't even really like construction. I mean, I like construction, but I feel like I would like more like residential. Like, if I was going to do anything with construction, I'd rather like flip houses if I had the money to do it, do stuff like that. Like, I don't like commercial. It's too much just like get it done, this and that. And I don't know. I have no interest in it. I don't give a shit.
Maggie, I accidentally left your phone number up on the screen, so if you get some random calls from people, it's probably just, sorry.
You think someone's going to call me?
Yeah, maybe. It's potentially.
That'd be hilarious. Chat. Everybody should start texting Maggie.
So your friends are just like, here, you can have the shed. Come over whenever you want, or there's
Yeah.
certain hours.
Well, yeah, they know. They're like, I was like, can I run it out? They're like, oh my God, we want you to just use it. And because they don't use it. And they're like, I'll send a picture if I can.
How are
It's
these
pretty
friends
cool. You can put
adults?
Yeah, they're like 30. They're like my older group of friends.
Okay.
Like my Chloe that I always post.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like her.
She does
I met
construction.
all of them through her. Like it's their house. Like their
Gotcha.
name is
Yeah,
Aaron and Duke.
Gotcha. I was just curious, like what the age was and like what they're, what they were doing.
Yeah, I got like a few different group of friends. I got some that are like younger than me, some same age, and then some that are like older.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, you got a lot going for you. So when's the first piece of furniture get posted? Do you want us to like post something to get you some followers somewhere? Give you a shout out.
Yeah, I will. I have to like start. I'm gonna try to sell like.
Do you have an LLC? Are you doing this in the books or not in the books?
No, I will. No, I will though. Not at the very beginning. I'm not gonna.
Are you gonna have a website with a bio?
No, and that's what I texted you for about the technology.
Yeah,
thing,
I saw your
because
text.
I want you to help me make a website. I want to make a website. I'll do a lot of the selling on Facebook Marketplace. That's kind of how that will go. That's where you'll get the most, like, people will buy it right away.
Clicks. What's your bio gonna say in it? Are you gonna like tell them like I'm a furniture maker, I grew up in a family of carpentry, and you're gonna tell them like
I'm maybe like on a website, yeah. Like if I had you help me like do that, we could come up with some type of like intro and like bio.
Do you want to be a real estate agent?
Yeah, I do. What's that got to do? What's the question? Why would you ask like that?
I think it's interesting that you and Luke are taking these sales roles.
Why is that funny? I think we're pretty fucking good.
So you like to sell shit too? I just didn't know this is like your guys' hidden talent, apparently.
First of all, I don't like it.
I'm trying to think about Maggie negotiating a house deal. Like, you fucking want this house or what?
Yeah.
No, my only skill that I've learned too, and this is even what the job told me, they said your skills are working with people and sales and that kind of stuff. I said, I fucking know. It's why I'm not counting pipes anymore. Because in construction, you got to measure the length of the pipe. And I said, oh, God, I could care less about the pipe fittings and the meter gauges and, all the underground piping, the above ground piping. Like, give me a break. I don't care.
So why don't you go work for like a tech sales company?
No, because I want to sell something I want to sell. So me and Mom always talk about it, but she'll just be a cashier. But I always want to open like an interior design store, like resell, like kind of like, remember where I had that interior design job I had before?
Yeah. What would you call the shop? What would you call it?
I don't know. I was going to name it something. I don't know. I don't know what I'd call it. I didn't think of that. I got to go sit down eventually and go make like a little plan about details. But
yeah, hold on. Let's ground you a set. What are we doing here? Are we doing real estate or are we doing interior design?
You can do both. The fuck? Real estate's on your own fucking time. It's when you want to do it. It's both.
All right. Wow, you're really working a lot.
Yeah, I don't like the mockery.
Who's mocking you?
I don't like the tone you said it.
Sorry.
It's fine.
I'll talk her down,
Chad.
I'll talk him down, Chad. He is just asking some discovery question. I'm sorry that he offended you, Mag.
What'd you say?
I said he was just doing a little bit of discovery. There was no joy. He was just trying to understand a little bit more. I apologize on my partner's behalf.
Oh yeah, I also had a little bit. I don't know if we could say this on the podcast. Who watches this podcast?
Everybody.
Family members.
A lot of people.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess we'll have to have a private.
Adam was just on it.
Yeah, none of us were invited to something this weekend, but only Adam was.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I understand you guys are professional, but I'm fucking not.
But you're working on it.
No, I'm not. I am who I am.
All right.
Well, if you have some furniture,
yeah, I mean, in a professional setting, yes. When I work in a certain place, I'm professional. I don't act like a mammal, but whatever.
All right.
I was thinking me and Luke should have a TikTok.
Yeah.
Me and you?
Yeah.
Or the podcast?
No, like a TikTok. You could do your podcast. Actually, I have a whole topic we can talk about. Now, do you guys know who Charlie Kirk is?
No.
I don't think so.
Is he an influencer?
You guys aren't political at all.
Oh, he's
Charlie.
Clark.
Charlie Kirk. He's
Kirk.
like a political activist. And
Yeah, he's an
obviously
actor.
he's
He's not
Republican
anything
and
else.
Yeah, but he is so good. He has a podcast. And he like goes to like colleges and like he fights with like the liberals and for he debates them, and he always like does so good when he debates them because he's so factual. But anywho, he obviously is Republican and he votes for Trump, and I really like him and I really support that side. Now I would like to know where you two lie. Are you liberals?
For RFK.
Right, Rob Kennedy.
Bobby boy.
What's Rob Kennedy?
Yeah,
Look him up. You'd love him. He'd be your boy. He's your boy. He would probably tell everybody that the fact that you got arrested, he has like a stutter, and he'd probably he'd say something of like getting you out of it.
Oh, that's another thing about the job. I actually, as soon as I quit, I got offered 2 jobs at somewhere else, and I was like, no, I ain't doing it. I'm tired of people trying to hire me and tell me what to do. I don't want anyone telling me what to do.
So you're doing your own business, which I get that for sure. Just sounds like you got a lot of business things. So you're doing the furniture one, right? That's a permanent thing for right now?
So that's why I'm starting out that, because that's the most realistic. I don't have money. It's not like I have money saved to just go open a store. So if I can build, like, if I'm working, like, serving, like, full-time or even over full-time, that's where my bills and, like, living. The furniture, I save all that money and put that all away so that when I want to do, like, if I wanted to open a store, like, create, like, a different business, I have that money from there.
And then the real estate is the future job. You got to, like, do all the tests.
Yeah, you got to remember, I am a felon, so there's a chance that when the commission board goes to issue my license, they can deny it. But if they do deny it, I can still ask, I can request to meet with them in person and, give them like a little manipulative sob story.
Man, the felony thing is just rough.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So they can deny you.
That's the part of why, like...
It's just more like, why do they care? Why do they care if a felon is selling houses?
I mean, I'm sure.
I don't really think they do. A lot of people, they say, if you look it up, it says that they do give you your license pretty much most of the time. It's more like, I think if you like fucking murder people or have rape
100%.
and like stuff like that.
Yeah. And it's like, well, you're going to go sell a house to somebody, but you're a murderer or a rapist, and now we're going to put you in a house with somebody strangers? No.
Yeah, like on Megan's Law, like you're not, nobody wants, like you can't even be around the kids. Like let's say a family goes to look at a house. Oh, you have a predator with you at the moment.
Yeah. And it would just look bad on the real estate board of whatever, I guess.
And something I'm kind of like getting tired of. Like, I'm tired of like going to these interviews and like performing, and at the end you got to explain to them you have a felony. Like, if you don't want to hire me because I'm a felon, I don't care. I used to care. Now I'm like, I don't care. I have the charge. It is what it is. If you don't want to hire me because of it, I guess fucking don't.
You have to say like.
You want to be honest. So like even the last job I got they hired me on the spot. They're like, we do a background check, blah, blah, blah. And I said, okay, well, I'm just going to be upfront with you. I tell them what happened, kind of. I tell them, quote, unquote, what happened. Not that I didn't tell them really what happened.
Yeah.
But, so
that's
you play a little bit of
shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the whole thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I figured, I don't know. But I was talking to my one friend. I know I was a miserable little bitch the last time I came to California, but I really want to come again, and I'll really be a trooper.
I thought you were good until when we saw Eric in Santa Monica. I think that's where you let loose.
Yeah, I was having a personal lady problem.
He got ripped that day.
He was upset too, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was having a day. I apologize to you and Trill and Luke, but
just
I
not Eric.
Yeah,
you upset him.
I think we have a good. We could all sit out back and smoke cigarettes and talk.
Yeah.
We have some. We can, plan it.
Yeah, you seem excited.
I mean, we can
like to
plan
make
it.
the people work here, so I don't know if we're gonna be sitting around smoking cigarettes, but we got a lot of furniture you can remodel.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I totally will. But you'll have to sell it and take a percentage.
Well,
but I'm actually pretty good at it. I got all the tools for it too, like good tools, like a spray paint gun.
What are your top 3 tools?
Huh?
What's like the number 1 tool you need? See if we have one.
The spray paint gun is really good. You need a sander with different grits on it because it's like a process. So, like if there's like a stain on it, you have to like you do it at like 120. You basically make your way up to like a grit sand of like 240.
So here, I'll run you through a scenario. I got a fish tank stand. Could you repurpose it to just be like a cabinet?
Now, where did you get it from?
Luke and I built it. This is Model 4.
Okay,
it's
so
sturdy as fuck.
A lot of people get like modern furniture today. As a lot of it's made out of like
particle board.
It's like fake wood. It's like veneer, it's like a plastic almost.
No, it's wood.
Veneer of teeth.
Yeah. You want me to build something on it?
No, I mean, like, can you just sell it not as a fish tank stand, like just as like a cabinet?
Yeah, send me a picture of it. I totally can. How are you going to get it to me? Am I going to drive to get it?
No, we're going to fly you out here to reconstruct it and refurbish it.
Be like a TV show.
So is that on Novo's dime?
Yeah.
Like a business trip.
Sure.
We'll make a TV show out of it.
We'll work it through Yanchek Credit Union.
All right. I don't really have a credit union here anymore. I just kicked off everyone's payroll. So I was in the wrong time.
That's all right.
It's a little tough. Nobody really, they're sick of me. And I was like, yeah, I guess I should grow up a little bit. So.
Yeah. Well, Maggie, we appreciate you stopping by today.
Yeah.
Father's
Are
only.
you done with me?
We just have a CrossFit segment to get to, and we'd show you the
All right.
videos and
Well,
see what your thoughts were, but I don't know if you can hear it. Will she be able to hear them?
She should be able to.
Who?
You.
Whose thoughts?
This guy, Andrew Hiller, he's like the shit talker of CrossFit, which you probably appreciate.
You'd probably love him. He just shits on everybody.
Can we add him in? I want to hear what he has to say.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know if you can hear him.
Yes, can you hear
you
them?
with 10 CrossFit truths. 10 of them, all of which.
Can you hear that?
Did he say something?
Yeah. All right, you can't hear it. Sorry.
You'd have to watch it on your phone or something. But
all right, I'll watch the video when you upload it.
All right.
It was good having you on the
bye,
show.
guys.
See ya. All right, here we go. 10 Truths CrossFit. We're going to listen to him. I'll try to might cut him short once he gets the gist because he does ramble a lot and there's a lot of like clips of movies. So, All right, here we go.
Which I derived from the CrossFit affiliate when I was at the helm of it, and I had to feel as if I reminded everybody of these every single day. So today I'm going to remind you of these things. And if you don't believe me, remember, they are truths, they aren't falses. And because they are falses and they are truths, you can't argue with them. That doesn't matter! Good luck trying to argue with them. What you say? First thing that you can't argue with, the number one truth, is that you can't change your routine. You shouldn't change your routine. And what I mean by that is I would see people walk in every single day with a different pre-workout, with a new pair of shoes, with a new pair of grips, a new belt, maybe even a new diet. I'm a carnivore today and I'm high carb tomorrow. Wow. And you never really knew what you were getting out of it. If you truly think that you found the best thing, you really would probably never change it. You're talking to the guy who's been on Eno Explode pre-workouts.
All right, so first truth, don't change your routine. I thought this one was interesting. I'm not really sure what he's getting at. I could play the rest of it, but like it doesn't really give you any clarity. What are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, what he talked about, I agree. Like, don't be like, give something at least 3 months to try it, unless it's atrocious, 30 days minimum. But try something. And what he just said at the end of like, if it worked, you wouldn't change it. So it's like, I've been eating the liver and I will not stop eating it.
Yeah.
Like it just works.
Interesting.
CrossFit works.
I kind of want to push back on him and be like, I mean, you should be changing your routine, I guess, until you find something that works. I guess, is he saying don't get caught up in just always changing?
Yeah, I think that's what it is. It's like fucking, from what I hear him saying or how I would take that would be, take what works and fucking keep it. Don't change it. Yeah. So like if you have a pair of shoes that you love just because fucking Sam loves strike movement, whatever, don't go buy them for $150 because everybody else loves them. Like for me, I wear the Go Ruck shoes. Out of all the shoes I've tried, I've been wearing them for 2 years now. Always feel great. And the only fucking complaint I have now is like, why are the soles falling apart every fucking 2 months? Like why all of a sudden when I'm squatting are the bottom of my shoes falling apart?
Like inside the shoe or outside?
Outside the shoe.
Okay, because they send you those secondary pairs of
No, the
soles.
rubber part of the shoe, the bottom of the shoe is just falling off. So like as I'm squatting and driving my feet out, it's like the foot is bending. It's weird.
Yeah. He does touch on that a little bit more of like, just because Tia switches from Noble to Go Ruck doesn't mean you got to switch to Go Ruck. Like if you like your fucking Nobles, just keep them.
Yeah, she switched because of fucking money.
Which that part I can agree with, obviously. That's just like sponsorship 101.
Yeah.
Like,
but the caveat to this also, the part that I would push back on is like variance allows you to expand the margins of your experiences. So
that's where I was
doing a workout where it's like, oh yeah, I'm trying carnivore this for the next 3 months, or I'm doing RP for 6 months, or I'm going to go no shoes. That's the different part. Like changing your routine is good. Or like I work out at 6 a.m. then I'm going to work out this day, this time. And then come whenever it works, I just got to work out 5 days a week. Like those are beneficial in its own way. You can say they're negative also because people are creatures of habit.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. That's what I was thinking there too.
Oh, these are amazing. Wow, that's good.
Fucking ads.
Yeah, fucking ad on our fucking podcast.
What you do with your life all the time. On the way to the West Coast Classic, I was sitting on the airplane and I had this realization, looking at everybody around me as the people going up down the aisle. What are they called? Stewardesses, flight attendants, one or the other. I don't know. They don't like one, they don't like the other. I don't know which one it is. Doesn't matter. But they're giving out these cookies. And they gave me a cookie. And I looked at it and I go, if I eat this cookie, this is my diet. This is what I am. Every chance that I get that anyone gives me a cookie and I eat it, that is my food. I think about my dog all the time. My dog gets a skin issue if you give it the wrong food. The pit bull. Pit bull can only eat turkey. I think about it in terms of people. And in the CrossFit, in 100 words right up, it says no sugar. And you should think about sugar the same way that the pit bull thinks about anything that isn't turkey. Pit bull gets a skin issue, you eat sugar, your entire body is inflamed. Who knows what the deleterious effects of that are? Deleterious effects. But there's going to be a trickle down from the inflammation. You don't know what it looks like now. You don't know what it looks like in the future. But when you forget that the diet isn't just about what's happening right now, but it is a long-term thing, you need to be reminded of it. And I feel as if people forget when they're given a piece of cake because Ben Bergeron said it was okay to have a piece of cake because it's your kid's birthday. Well, you know what happens next? There's another birthday next week.
Oh, well.
And then there's a workouting where everybody's drinking. And that is your diet. You are a drinking, cake-eating piece of crap. Because everyone said everything's okay, but that's what you are. And it's not what you should be. Number 3, you gotta do bodybuilding. And why?
Hold. Diet is to accomplish a long-term goal, not just appease current negatives. I agree with this one.
I agree, but I disagree because it's a deeper rooted thing, right? If you're somebody who's like, I could eat a piece of cake today and probably, I know for a fact, not have to touch it again for another year, even though if I had 10 birthdays, right?
Yeah.
Like I know for a fact. I think it just comes down to individuals, like how much you actually, it highlights what people actually want. Also, you shouldn't live your life in like misery because like fucking you could die tomorrow. So I'm like a very stickler on diet and all those things and creating good habits. So if you have a good routine, you're probably good to get fucking back on track.
Right. But if you're a coach, I think is the context that he's talking in. Like, I don't know if it's like good to say what Ben Bergeron's saying and like, yeah, it's your kid's birthday and you should enjoy the moment. So have that cake. Cause then like to his point, like,
well, I think you need to know who you're speaking to, your audience.
Yeah.
But to agree with that, I would agree, but I would push back. Like in the gym, I know who to say things to and who not to say things to in regarding stuff like that.
Yeah. But the dog analogy is good. I mean, or anybody with a food allergy, like, right? Like if you have a food allergy to peanut butter, you're never going to eat peanut butter again.
Yeah, true. That's good.
Like that's kind of a good way to look at a diet.
Yeah,
like, this is the way you eat. This is what you eat.
True.
But again, I think that conflicts with number 1 or is kind of blends with number 1. Like you need to explore what diet works for you.
Yeah.
And that can change too.
It's got its
some
own
people like might
circumstances.
tolerate eggs until 30 and then you might not be able to have eggs anymore.
Yeah.
And then there might be a deficiency in your protein and then you're going to have to figure out something else to eat.
Yeah. Is it that they can't eat the food? Like food is food. People aren't intolerant to things. We're intolerant to things because of the fucking bullshit we put on it, the chemicals, the sauces, the other things. But not even that, what we feed our animals, what we're putting in our soil, what we're putting in our water. That's what I think we're deficient in, is understanding the depths of that. I don't think you're actually allergic to eggs. If you
I have a
are, it's from
friend. He
fucking
can't
something.
eat
Yeah,
eggs.
probably from fucking getting some sort of vaccine at some point.
All right, number 3. I like number 3.
What do you mean you gotta do bodybuilding? One of the best things that you can have as an athlete is your ability to know what the coach is telling you. Where should you be feeling this? That's what she said. But everyone knows how to flex their bicep, right? If you don't know how to flex your freaking biceps, then you're missing something in life. You know how to flex your abs, right? Do you know how to flex your pecs? Can I still do this? Yeah, I can still do this. Can you flex your lats? Can you flex your left butt cheek, right butt cheek, left calf, right calf?
Get the idea. Thoughts?
I'm like an analytical thinker. It's like, it depends. Are you aware? Like, we do bodybuilding in CrossFit workouts. If you're aware of what, like, if you do a good job, we do hypertrophy days. Should you, like, do you need to do bodybuilding if you have a goal of getting fucking bigger looking muscles? Yeah. Will you get stronger? Partially. Like, hypertrophy breaks muscle tissue down. Builds them to be
I don't
bigger,
think he's
not
using
stronger.
it in a muscular development sense. I think he's expressing, and you see this when you're like coaching someone who's athletic, we'll say, for lack of a better term. But, you know, he's saying it in the sense of like bodybuilding. Again, I don't even know if most people know this. Maybe they're just following influencers and calling it bodybuilding, but like true bodybuilding, like when Arnold talks about it, it's like, you know, you're doing a lat pull down, right? And you're feeling all the little muscle fibers in your lat all the way through until you're at the bottom, and then you're up for your next rep and you're feeling and paying attention to every little muscle because you're only doing 8 reps. It's not under intensity. Same with the bicep curl. You're feeling every little thing pull in your bicep. You're making sure you're still in your bicep. Like, there's a lot of focus in bodybuilding, and I think that's what he's referring to. And like, I would agree that would just make it easier for you and your coach to correct and fix movement. I wouldn't say I wouldn't mandate it for CrossFit, but I do think it would definitely make it easier.
Oh, I don't. Guys, so what about this? If you're a good coach and it's a back squat day, 8 reps, tell the assholes to stop moving shitty. Hey, it's an 8 rep max. Here's what you're supposed to do. Here's the stimulus. You need to slow it down. You're not supposed to bounce out of the bottom today. You're not supposed to do an adductor whip today. You're not supposed to do this today.
Yeah.
Like, you're supposed to be feeling everything. And if you do, that's on you. You're an asshole. And that's not the point of this. Like, we do strict pull-up days. We do gymnastic style, like hollow body pull-ups. We do push-ups, like where you do slow moments. So I think we do it in the gym. It's just people don't listen. But for some reason, to your point, bodybuilding, they will all of a sudden, it's the idea behind it. So it's just somewhere in translation, CrossFit got this idea of intensity trumps all, and intensity means you got to be out of breath, about to die.
Right. Which is fair. Yeah, it's a fair point. And to be honest, to be frank, I don't think I've ever had a true like bodybuilder roll in and do cross and join the gym, for example. So I don't have that experience of like, do they actually know? Because like I said in the very beginning, like I think bodybuilding is a loaded term. So like most people use that term for just like, I go to the gym, I go to 24-hour, I go to Gold's, and I do some dumbbell stuff and thing that I follow on some influencer. And it's like, well, I don't know if I'd call that bodybuilding. Like, you know, you need to like really focus on each muscle that you're trying to develop. Like back day is back day, and you're focusing on all the muscles in the back, and you have an idea of what those are. You're not just in there and you're going, I'm just doing back today. So I get the sentiment that he's trying to say. And like, I think that would just help make you easier to coach. But to your point, like as a coach or an affiliate owner or a programmer of a gym, you have an opportunity to, you know, not just make these heavy days or these skill pieces like so CrossFit focused. Like you could do tempo back squats, for example, one day. And it's like you could take the coaching piece deeper. Like, you know, instead of focusing on counting and keeping it slow, it could be like, hey, I want you to feel your hamstrings, these muscles behind your thighs, pulling you down to the bottom of your squat. I like that drill that Ray guy did at Bergner for us, where we were just doing air squats and was like focusing on pulling yourself down. Yeah. Like to like create some, you know, muscular responses that people can feel. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I agree with you in that sense. Like
Yeah.
it could be a CrossFit coach could tailor a class to a more bodybuilding style.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, when I'm saying like people are doing this again, it's like it's across the globe of CrossFit gyms. Like I'm not just referring to like our exposure, like walking in any gym, like you see it happen. When I travel, like when I was in Florida, I was like, geez, like people, everything's just under intensity, even like a power clean day. Just like, hey, we're just doing power cleans because they're not just doing power cleans.
Yeah.
They're like in the middle of it, like power cleans and doing then burpees and other shit.
Right. Here's a good one.
Friend. And if friend takes you more than 7 minutes to do, well, then you got to be doing something to make sure that those things are being engaged as I descend into the squat, which is probably something that you've never thought of when you are squatting.
All right, like tell me you have small legs without telling me you have small legs.
Number 4, if your program does not have 1 to 2 5-minute or less workouts a month, then you are not doing a CrossFit program. I'm talking something like friend. And if friend takes you more than 7 minutes to do, well, then you got to be doing something else to get the stimulus that's under 5 minutes. And the reason that I bring this up is because there has been a trend for a very long time that is, I need to do the 30-minute EMOM or my freaking workout has to last 45 minutes. Well, then go on over to Orange Theory. Wait. If you're doing the calorie burn for the sake of burning calories because you want to sweat, that's okay. You can do it, but you're no longer doing CrossFit.
This one's... Oh, first of all, Robbie's got some input. No Hiller. Just do some muscle activation so that you and your athletes can communicate, understand where to feel it. Which I think is kind of in line with what you were saying. Like, let the coach spend part of the specific warm-up. Like, yeah, maybe you're doing pull-ups with your palm facing you and like you're talking about the bicep a little more.
Yeah. And that would be also like what we talk about of doing like interventions with your athletes. Like, hey, here's X, Y, and Z. Here's what you need to be feeling. Do these drills, right? During times when you're not in class, here's what you need to focus on, which then could be bodybuilding stuff, we'll say.
Yeah.
But those are the interventions of like in our warm-up, here's what we're going to do. The 3 of you, you're going to do this drill for the next 10 minutes. The 2 of you are going to do this and you're going to go do this. But I agree.
Number 4.
I want to hear yours first. I feel like it's always...
Definitely agree. I hate those workouts. But if you're not doing those, you are missing a huge piece.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people, the reason they don't feel like they got a workout in or didn't get their calories burned is because they didn't do it right.
Yeah. Like
it'll take them 7 minutes to do Fran or like, Saturday's workout, 4 rounds, 10 cal bike, 1 rope climb, 10 box jump overs, 1 rope climb. Like you could make that take 20 minutes.
Yeah, we could say 10 rounds instead of 4.
Yeah. But again, it's going to be a different thing.
Stimulus.
And I think the sprinters, the even shorter ones, the importance to push is even more apparent, which goes back to like another talk we had about like being intense. So like, the problem is it just really falls on people to meet the stimulus and be intense and get it done quick. Yeah. And a lot of times that doesn't happen.
Yeah. I mean, I fall exactly with the same exact opinion.
Yeah. Like
for real. It's like, it's frustrating when we have a workout like Fran and it's like people try to stretch the cap. And it's like, again, the point is like when we get the open wads and it's a 10-minute cap and all of us are like, there's no fucking way I'm finishing in 10 minutes. And all of us get capped across the board. And it's like, yeah. So in a normal day, to finish it sub 10, like hands down, not 9:59, you should be scaling the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
And again, scaling is not, it's more of just like, hey, here's the intended stimulus. You should be holding onto the barbell. There's benefit there. And there's also just the big piece of your metabolic pathways and like how your body responds to these things. And
has that ever happened to you?
What?
Have you ever blown up past your red line?
What do you mean?
Like, have you ever pushed a sprinter style workout, and it just it just caught up with you, and you just were done? You couldn't do it anymore.
No.
It's fucking. I think it's a rare thing. I don't think it's something you see a lot because I don't think people push that hard. I happened to be and George once just because we underestimated what it was. It was like some interval workout with air squats, snatches, and a bike. And we fucking died. Like,
Just like
I remember
fatigue, you couldn't move anymore, or like physically,
yeah,
like,
like
hurt.
the bike, we couldn't just move the bike anymore, and
Yeah.
like so like that you were getting capped, you couldn't finish your interval anymore,
Gotcha,
which was
okay.
not the intention.
Yeah, that's tough. No, I've never. I'm sure maybe something similar to that story,
Yeah,
but I probably just scaled on this fly. Of like, oh, I'm just gonna do like I need to finish in 40 seconds. I'm gonna do this thing. So probably what happened. I would agree.
yeah, and kind of like to Robbie's point, like you just have to like make the workout be a failure.
Yeah, that's what's fun about death by workouts.
Yeah,
But at the same time, people just give up because fatigue really settles in. So it's not like true failure.
yeah, which is like they're hard. I mean, honestly, the burpee one you did was good.
Yeah.
But some of them, like, people get to a certain point where they're like, oh, yeah, I'm not going to finish this one. And they don't even try.
Yeah.
And I think that's where you miss the point of a death by. Like, you should just try
Yeah.
till the
Chase
fucking
it.
clock beeps and actually stops you.
Even if you're 20 reps away. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Because, you know, sometimes I think people don't underestimate it and they actually do finish. And then it's like, okay, well, now we're on to the next round.
Yeah.
That was number 4, I think. He loves the memes, dude, in his videos.
Your dog will thrive on a raw protein diet. But of all the brands of raw protein dog food, which
I saw a thread about this on Reddit the other day. Somebody qualified for the CrossFit Games. They realized for the first time that they're not going to go to Fort Worth with everybody else. And it's like, well, dude, they don't want to watch you. They want to watch the people under 30. Andrew, there's people over 30. Isn't Hetty Canio like a 32-year-old rookie? Yeah, there's plenty of people that are going to be over 30-year-old that go to the CrossFit Games as individuals. There are exceptions to the rule all the time. I mean, the Liver King was, 45 to 50 years old, and everyone knows why they wanted to watch that guy work out.
The question has always been, do you take steroids? Do you take PEDs? The answer to that is no.
And it wasn't because, maybe it was because he was eating like raw bull testicles and stuff. But the dude is a freak. He's freaking shredded. In the CrossFit world, yeah, sure. Some of these guys are freaks. Jason Grubb's a freak. He also has his own YouTube channel. He also might be one of the only people that people want to watch outside of their friends and family.
Yeah, it's a dumb hot take. I don't really give a fuck. Like you like what you like what you like. So
Yeah.
there's people out there that like it. Yeah, are you going to be like the top thing? But it's also look at any other sport. When you watch like tennis, like they're watching the top guys. They're watching the top. When you watch any sports, like the fucking Eagles games, Chiefs games get more views than the Washington Redskins.
Yeah.
People watch what they watch. They like what they like.
Yeah, this one seemed more. I was interesting that this was in here because it doesn't really make sense to the title. But he does like the clickbaity titles. I think this is more just on the people who are like in the over 30 category. Like,
I mean, do people prefer to watch you or Sam?
Sam?
Okay, Taylor might be right.
I mean, I think it's to your point. They're just watching where the competition is.
Yeah, or where the energy or excitement is.
Yeah, like I don't know. The Masters competition is just not that exciting, but I mean, like to go against him in a different way. Like you could say the same thing about teams. Who's really excited to watch the teams on the CrossFit Games?
Yeah, not me.
No one gives a fuck about that.
More because it's just different. It's like
not
individual,
interesting.
cooler. Yeah, it's more fun.
Yeah,
The teams are just hard to follow. Yeah,
it's just like I don't know. It's not even a really test of person's fitness anyway, so it's just less competitive. I feel like, and it's just not enjoyable. And like, yeah, maybe watching old people work out is not that enjoyable.
Yeah, impressive, but
yeah,
like think about the Masters of 70-year-olds.
Yeah. So that was point 5. Again, I kind of agree with you. Like, I think you're just trying to attack people who are in that category, complaining about it.
Taylor's job, dude.
Michael Jordan play a game of pickup basketball bits because you got to stop
really ramble on this
clamoring
one
for
for
them
a
to
while,
start
too.
giving you guys more attention when they can't even give proper attention to the thing that drives the eyes in the first place. Number 6, steroids will ruin your life. Yeah, that's Andrew Hiller, the 32-year-old juice monkey. Yeah, that's right. California hormones. You can go to capeptides.com, use code Hiller at checkout, and get all juiced up yourself. Peptides are not steroids. Peptides will not ruin your life. And also, while I said that steroids will ruin your life, I'm speaking to a very specific person. I'm talking about basically anybody under the age of 25. Well, what is it about these sub-25-year-olds, you ask? And I'm glad you asked.
Another
they
one.
haven't done anything.
Hey, I'm not a supporter.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. Peptides, I agree. What he said. It's a good
He
one.
goes into like the hormonal disruption and all this stuff, which is all just like you said, obvious.
Yeah. It's like, well, you're behind. Yeah. If you want to argue us that you disagree with what we all just said, three of us,
let us know.
Or go ahead. It's your life. Whatever. Number 7 is you don't always need to stretch in order to get more flexible. You know that picture of Jean-Claude Van Damme on the trucks and his legs are out to the side? It's like, how do you do that? Well, I'm just going to sit in the seat and straddle every day. I'm going to try to stretch every day to get more flexible. And while that's going to work a little bit, it's going to work nowhere near as quickly as it is to be moving through full range of motion every chance that you get. Which is why I put up this video on Instagram this morning of the Vivek dude.
I'm Vivek Ramaswamy.
He rips this guy for the Murph thing.
He's 100 times. Yeah. He's nuts with this one. I would wholeheartedly agree.
I agree with this one. I hear this a lot at the gym too, which is disheartening. And again, I think a lot of people forget that CrossFit elevates 10 physical skills and flexibility is in there. And as everyone knows, a CrossFit workout doesn't prescribe any stretching. And so, like, you need to deduce that flexibility doesn't just come from stretching. And, like, to his point later on in this video, you get flexibility by going through full ranges of motion.
Yeah. Now, correction here. You don't need to stretch to be flexible. If you, again, from what I hear, this is him talking about normal goers to the gym, people that go once a day for general fitness. If you're competing and you're working out 5 to 6 hours a day, you probably need to stretch for recovery. Different world. Whole different topic, different story.
Different topic.
But yeah, if you're saying
he's talking for your stretching,
rack, yeah,
you're stretching for the sake of
better movement,
getting full range of motion. Really,
yeah. It's like do a squat to get better at a squat. You don't stretch to get better at a squat. To get a front rack, you stretch. We could. There's things you could do to help you warm up to get there, but just fight for positions, and it's a hell of a lot different.
Yeah, agreed. Like you're never gonna get your front rack if you never do your front rack.
Yeah, we joked about this the other day, me and you. Like shit hits the fan. Like when like reality actually happens, none of us are gonna pause and be like, oh fuck, I need to warm up before I pick my groceries up and bring them inside, or I'm going to the airport and need to warm up, or I just got out of the car and I have to like run to this meeting. I need to stretch and warm up. It's like, I'm going to start doing some leg kicks now. You're going to just fucking run because you have to. That's why you do this shit.
Yeah.
Or like your house is on fire. You're not going to jump out of bed and be like, hold on, I got to get down and do 25 bird dogs and then roll over and do dead bugs. And then I'm ready.
Yeah. I like that one though. Because I hear it so many ways.
Times, yeah.
Yeah.
You do not know these things, you cannot track your progress. Vivek probably thinks he has a 50-minute Murph or something crazy like that. You think? But we all know that he has never done Murph. We also know that if he forced himself through ranges of motion, it might take him upwards of 3 hours to make his way through that thing. That's assuming he takes the cat.
Yeah, I'm just going to summarize this one because this one was a weird one, the way he tied it in. But basically, I think what he's getting at is if you don't know what you're doing, you can't really actually track progress. He's using this Vivek guy who did Murph in some time, but all his pull-ups were like this. All his push-ups were like this. All his air squats, as you can imagine, were like quarter squats. So it's like he doesn't really know what he's doing. So whatever time he gets doesn't really mean anything because there are no standards to his movements.
Yeah, I agree, but I also disagree. You can record it. Just put scaled. Hey, I did Murph 2024 and I did half air squats in my notes and I did half pull-ups at range of motion. Then the following year, you're like, oh, I did it longer. It took me 90 minutes, but I did full range.
But his point is this guy doesn't even know that they're not half squats.
Yeah, so like
he just says he's doing Murph.
You don't know, you can't track progress. Yeah, I guess. But it's like, that's a hard thing because that's like, I guess he said it against his opinions. Yeah, I agree. You can't. If somebody said to me I did Murph, if he said to me I did Murph, I'd be like, no, you didn't. You did something. You moved for the last hour, but you didn't do Murph. I did Murph in 54 minutes, and I did full Murph.
That's the good way to look at it. If Vivek came to the gym to your class and he was like, and you were doing Murph, he's like, I've done Murph before. I got 25 minutes. Obviously, a red light's gonna go on in your head,
like,
and you're
kind
gonna
of
be
Murph
like,
did you do?
yeah,
because you've done it before.
So yeah,
I agree. I mean, I agree. What's the next one? Kind of an interesting one.
Here, either on this end, you're like, oh, I'm over here and I don't know, you're in La La Land. And then over here, you're cheating. You know, he's a 50-minute time, which probably should have been a 55-minute time. Next year, he goes, all right, well, I don't even know how I cheated last year, but this year we're going to take off this many reps. And he goes slower. He goes, oh, you know what? That's interesting because I cheated this year. I don't know how I went slower. Well, it's because you can't track your progress when you're a dirty little cheater, Vivek.
So I hope this lesson is helpful.
And whatever sort of gym you are in doesn't look like a CrossFit affiliate, although everyone is doing Murph, which is a CrossFit workout written for Michael Murphy. But it's a bastardization of the entire thing, what you're doing. And someone needs to tell you.
Talking about just this guy.
Yeah. I think this is just like a segue into, well, technically, he wasn't meeting the standards of Murph, so he was cheating. Murph.
Yeah. I've heard horror stories from people. Not horror stories, but like I've heard from a lot of people. Every gym always has somebody that cheats. Eventually it comes out and it usually doesn't end well. Is that what he's talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just saying that, I mean, this is obvious. It's the same as the last one, but if you're cheating, you also can't track your progress.
Yeah.
And it's like in Sugar WOD, right? Let's say you cheated Fran. Let's say you did 18, 12, 6.
Yeah.
That was the rep scheme you chose. Like, and you write in your notes, RX Fran, time was 220.
Yeah.
Like when you go back to do Fran, unless you're like openly like, I mean, then you're not cheating anymore if you write it down because then it's scaling, right? So it'd be like, how are you going to know what you did for Fran last time?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just kind of like an obvious segue. But again, you know him, he likes to attack people. I think he's just attacking this.
Yeah. I mean, I would agree.
Obvious.
I mean, I would agree. If you cheat, you can't track progress. I would say the same exact thing. You can track it, by all means, fucking track it, but it's not legitimate data.
It's not going to mean anything.
Yeah, it means nothing, and it also is just like, don't piss people off around you.
Yeah. All right, last one. Holy shit, it's our longest show.
Yeah. He's fucking funny, though, this guy.
The unpopular CrossFit truths. My final point is that if you are not going to do something, you should not even try. I believe it's a quote by the good old Yoda. Do or do not, there is no try. It's freaking Yoda! I would always tell people that it's the high school football player. You're going to throw yourself under a 291-pound bar. That's my all-time best snatch. The only way that that's going to happen is if you throw yourself through the wall. High school football player will throw themselves through the wall to make the tackle of the running back or the wide receiver. You got to attack that person, tackle them at 110%.
I want you to visualize and then attack.
You cannot have one glimpse of doubt. You cannot be afraid of throwing your body into that other person. You know what's going to happen. You're going to bounce off. Have you ever seen anybody who's timid try to tackle somebody who's running at them in full speed? They bounce off like a bag of, I don't know, watermelon. Cut up watermelon in a Ziploc bag. You can punch through one of those things. Saquon Barkley's running at a bag of watermelon and it explodes. And that's what's going to happen to you if you are not dedicated to throwing yourself under the 291-pound bar, the same way that a high school football player would throw themselves through a wall to make the tackle for no reason other than the coach said so.
I tried.
And that's how you should, in the CrossFit world, in the fitness world, and maybe even in way more arenas, apply situations. Because if you are not trying to do something and you're not dedicated to doing something, and if you are not going to do it, you do or do not, there is no try. Don't try to go to the gym. Don't try to show up for work, because if you're the coach and you're going into the field, it's like, I guess I'm going to try to show up today. You know, I didn't get enough sleep. I didn't do that. Everyone's going to read it all over you. They know you don't want
to. Yeah, I agree. Fully. More to the point of like, I'm going to try this today. I'm going to try doing that today. I'm going to try doing that. Like, yeah, every once in a while I'll say it. Maybe I'll just say it for conversation. But like 99.9% of the time, it's like, I'm going to try. Like every time I go to the gym, I fucking try. And if I don't, I stop. I just don't do it. Like I literally did it on Thursday. I tried to do the workout. I was like, yeah, it ain't not feeling good. And I just stopped.
Yeah, I don't really know where he's going with this one.
I think he's saying do or do not. It's like, do it or don't do it. There's no like in between. Yeah. Stop being like, don't half-ass it. Like go in with everything should have intention is what I'm hearing. Like be intentional about what you do. Like, with most things in life outside of the gym, we're all intentional.
Yeah, it's more like I'm going to the gym today.
Yeah. Hey, I'm going to go to the gym. I'm not going to try to go to the gym. It's like I'm going to the gym at 4:30. So if this meeting's not over at 4, it's ending at 4. Like telling you now, I'm going to the gym at 4:30.
Yeah.
Don't be like, I'm going to try. Unless like life's easy. If you're like, oh, if I can't make it at 4:30, totally fine. I'm going to the 5:30. Easy peasy.
That was CrossFit for today.
I mean, I agree with 90% of the things he said, I think, or all of them.
Yeah, he's a little confusing to follow.
Yeah, but so is everybody. I'm sure we are too.
All right,
All
well,
over the place.
Save chat. Chat, good talking to you.
Yeah, we lost chat. Nobody says. Well, we had a few people. Thanks for commenting, Robbie. Thanks for
Jamie Trainer didn't say anything. He hates Hiller though, doesn't he?
Yeah, he hates Hiller and he hates us. Too funny. All right, well, dude. Good chat with you, man.
Yeah. Anytime, dude.
GG's chat. GG's.